Howdy everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first edition of Medicine Card Monday, where I draw a medicine card and we use that to set the spiritual tone for the week ahead. If you're new to the medicine card deck, it comes with a wonderful book by Jamie Sams and David Carson. And this is important to know, this is not a fortune telling device. This is not like tarot cards or maybe some of the other types of decks that you've worked with in the past. Medicine cards exist to help us discover our own inner power through the ways of animals. So you'll see lots of references to Native American traditions and the meanings behind different animals as you draw these cards. What they help us do is discover these archetypal energies that continue to show up frequently in our life, and helps us understand them by looking at them through the lens of different animals and the meanings behind them. So today's card is Prairie Dog. And I drew this card in what we call the contrary position, which is just a way of looking at things kind of upside down. What that means is we want to look for where prairie dog medicine or prairie dog energy can go sideways in our life, so we can be on the lookout for that. Prairie dog medicine is the medicine of retreat, which can mean two different things. There's retreat as in retreating on a battlefield or retreating from a situation that you are actually better served by pulling back from. It also means retreat as in to go on a retreat. And maybe there's a new perspective that you can get by being more distant from a situation or problem. The main learning of contrary prairie dog is be on the lookout for worry. Worry is one of the 5 quick ways to drop you below the line of choice. All 5 ways being worry, fear, doubt, judgment, and unforgiveness. Any one of those things will quickly rob you of choice and put you into reaction. What Prairie Dog is teaching us about worry is that when we get over-focused and really narrow our field of vision to the small details, we can actually lose sight of the big picture. Healthy prairie dog medicine, the imagery is of the head popping up and being able to look around and take in the surroundings. When that goes sideways, we can get that tunnel vision, right? A prairie dog digs tunnels and goes through the tunnels. When we get that tunnel vision, we can become so focused on the small details that we become disconnected from the bigger picture. And we want to be able to look up, see the big picture, and then dig into the details and get work done, and then also come back up, look around, see the big picture, dig into the details again, and that's a healthy prairie dog medicine. Some of the ways you might notice this going sideways in your life is when you become overly addicted to the sensation of playing catch up, like waiting till the last minute to get everything done, and then like everything becomes kind of chaotic in a race for the finish line. When all that kind of chaotic energy builds up, it often leads to a period of enforced rest, which is a way of saying you may get sick or burned out or some other type of ailments show up because you've been pushing yourself too hard. Constant stress can rob you of the ability to be insightful, inspirational, and to have fun with what you're doing. Another aspect of prairie dog contrary is recognizing that retreat is not a sign of weakness. There's the parable of the lumberjack who is chopping wood, and he actually has to take a break every now and then to sharpen the saw, to oil the blade, so that when he's chopping, he's working at his most maximum efficiency, but also not using a dull blade, which will actually slow down his work. So a retreat in this sense is being able to take that healthy pause, look around, be aligned with the other people you're working with things on, maybe delegating work or making really strong requests of other people is actually a way of getting more done instead of it has to be one way. Prairie Dog teaches us that working too hard has consequences. So don't be afraid to take a break. Don't be afraid to delegate work to other people. And remember that the cemeteries are full of people who thought they were indispensable. Thanks so much for joining me for my first Medicine Card Monday. If you like this content, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and we'll start doing this every week. Thanks so much and have a fabulous week.